Welcome. My name is Carl Rees and I'm a UK-based EMDR therapist and cognitive behavioural therapist. Today we will be discussing what is EMDR, how EMDR works, what to expect from EMDR therapy, and what psychological health difficulties EMDR can help with. So let's get started. EMDR stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, and it helps people naturally heal from the emotional distress that results from disturbing life experiences. An American psychologist called Francine Shapiro developed EMDR in 1987, and she first identified and used this process to successfully treat post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms. Since then, EMDR has been used to effectively treat a wide range of mental health problems and has now grown into a globally recognised therapy recommended by most clinical practice guidelines. These include the National Institute of Clinical Excellence and the NHS in the UK, the US Department for Veterans Affairs and the World Health Organization, among others. EMDR works by enabling the mind to heal itself from psychological disturbance in the same way the body heals itself from physical trauma. EMDR is based on the theory of adaptive information processing, AIP. This theory suggests that we humans process our experiences by connecting and integrating them with related emotions and information into our existing memory networks. This helps us to make sense of our experiences and to recall them as memories when needed. As we move forwards, useful new information is added to these memories to aid our learning, and unnecessary material is discarded. It is believed that this process naturally occurs during rapid eye movement sleep, where our eyes rapidly twitch and our brain is particularly active. However, if you experience an overwhelming or significantly negative event in your life, the way these experiences are recorded and stored in your brain changes. When these changes happen, these old disturbing memories are stored in the brain in isolation. They simply get locked into the nervous system with the original images, sounds and thoughts and feelings involved. When these memories become stuck, the old distressing material just keeps getting triggered over and over again, a little like a vinyl record where the needle is stuck on repeat. This break in the neurological memory chain in turn prevents learning and healing from naturally taking place. The good news is that in another part of your brain, you already have most of the information you need to resolve this problem. The two just cannot connect. Once EMDR therapy starts, a linking takes place using a process called bilateral stimulation, where the left and right sides of your brain are naturally stimulated to help you unlock, reprocess and properly store these old memories. New information can then come to mind and help to resolve them. This may replicate what happens naturally in rapid eye movement or dream sleep, when our eye movements help us to process and consolidate our experiences into our memory. Think of EMDR a bit like finally being able to send an important email that has been stuck in your outbox for some time, but has refused to budge despite all your best efforts to do so. This relevant information is no longer stuck in transit, so to speak, and EMDR helps send this safely to the past where it belongs. When this happens, the emotional and physical sticks of dynamite, so to speak, that were attached to the memory, for example, flashbacks, disturbing sounds, powerful negative beliefs, disturbing emotions, or even avoidance of situations or places and strong physical sensations, are simply no longer there. We can still remember what happened, of course, but we feel better about it and it feels more resolved. EMDR is an effective treatment for post-traumatic stress symptoms and the resolution of past disturbing memories from distressing life experiences. Studies have also shown that EMDR may be helpful for a range of psychological health difficulties, including phobias, panic disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, social anxiety disorder, including performance anxiety, and eating disorders. There are also studies showing effectiveness for difficulties with addiction, the management of chronic pain, personality disorder, and depression. If you're struggling with symptoms of trauma, anxiety, or depression, or other psychological health difficulties, EMDR could be an option for you. Unlike other forms of trauma-focused psychotherapy, EMDR does not require talking in vivid detail about your experiences and can also be completed remotely via video link or in person. EMDR is also an efficient, structured and focused form of therapy and is typically conducted between 6 to 12 sessions, although this may be extended if necessary to help resolve more complex experiences. In recent years, several high-profile figures, including Prince Harry, have also talked about how EMDR therapy has helped them to process and resolve traumatic past experiences. It is important to remember, however, that whilst EMDR can be effective, it is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's important to discuss your individual situation with a qualified mental health professional to determine which therapeutic approach is best suited to your needs. EMDR has been subject to numerous clinical trials and has been scientifically proven to be an effective treatment for symptoms of post-traumatic stress. As a result, EMDR is recommended by the NHS, the American Psychiatric Association and the World Health Organization, among others, for these symptoms. Anyone can develop symptoms of PTSD and trauma, and they can vary from person to person, and some of the main symptoms are listed on the screen for you now. I've also put a link to learn more in the description box below for you. EMDR therapy follows a structured approach, with each phase following on in order from the next. Here's a simplified breakdown. Phase 1. History taking. You'll review your experiences, set goals and identify a specific memory to target with your therapist. This should always be done at a pace that is comfortable for you. While some discussion of the traumatic event is necessary, it is not essential to provide vivid and explicit details of the trauma. This can be comforting if you find it difficult to talk about your experiences. Phase 2. Preparation. In this phase, you will learn more about the science behind EMDR and disturbing memories, and how to complete specific self-calming techniques so that you feel fully ready to safely process your difficult past memories. Phase 3. Assessment. When you are ready, your therapist will then assess the negative beliefs, images, emotions and physical sensations connected to the target memory. Phase 4. Desensitization. Following on from history taking, preparation and assessment, you'll then focus on the memory while your therapist guides you through bilateral stimulation, which can involve eye movements, tapping or sounds. As your brain naturally starts to reprocess the experience, this can lead to significant reductions in emotional and physical intensity, and significant reductions in any negative beliefs associated with the memory. Phase 5. Installation. When the emotional disturbance associated with the event memory has reduced significantly, you'll then install and update new, more positive beliefs about yourself in relation to the event. Phase 6. Body scan. At this stage, you'll review if any tension associated with the memory remains held in your body and gently reprocess any remaining physical sensations. Phase 7. Closure. Closure is always used to end the session. If the targeted memory was not fully processed in the session, specific instructions and techniques are used to provide containment and to ensure safety until the next session. Phase 8. Re-evaluation. This is how each new session begins after processing and provides both client and therapist an opportunity to evaluate the progress being made on the target memory and to check that distress levels remain low and new positive beliefs remain strong. Once processing has been completed, the emotional sticks of dynamite associated with the original memory should now feel fully diffused and be replaced by a stronger sense of balance and overall resolution. If you are interested in EMDR, you can look for a therapist trained and certified in EMDR therapy via the EMDR International Association website, or you can speak with your doctor or contact your health insurance provider. If you are based in the UK, you can also learn more about EMDR at our website, investcbt.com, and I've also put a link to these services in the description box below for you. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope this video gave you a better understanding of EMDR and if it is the right fit for you. What are your thoughts about EMDR? Please let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. We release videos like this every week to help you take care of your mental health and improve your well-being.